Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, awesome. Welcome everybody to the last info session for CodeUp conference. We are stoked to have Revature with us right now. They are an amazing company, one of the largest organizations that helps entry-level coders and developers find awesome jobs. So we love their program. We love what they're about. So we're just excited and thrilled for them to be with us. I'm going to turn the time over to Kishmar, who will introduce Revature and him and his team, Chris, that are here with us. So Kishmar, the time's yours.
Thanks, Skylar. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kishmar Best, and I'm here with Revature. We are the largest entry-level employer for software developers in the country. So today we just wanted to give a quick overview of our opportunity, talk about what we offer in terms of training, employment, go over our business model, and then open it up for questions. So I'm here with my colleague, Chris Bermudez. I'll let him introduce himself and take it away.
All right, perfect. And thanks for that, Kishmar. We are really excited to be here. My name's Chris Bermudez. I work as our communications lead. I love what I do. I get a chance to speak to a lot of new potential applicants, individuals may be interested in employment, as well as get a chance to speak to a lot of our new employees that get started here. We are hiring. I just want to make sure that's really clear. We are aggressively hiring. We're growing. Our clients need more of our highly trained software engineers. And so we're excited to be here. I want to go through just a short PowerPoint with you, give you a lot better idea of what our company does, what we're all about, and then we will have some time for Q&A as well. Let me go ahead and get that on the screen and we can go ahead and just kind of jump on in. Let's see here. All right, perfect. I'm assuming everyone has had time to go through lunch. We actually hire individuals all throughout the country. So we are typically hiring and have job postings all throughout the country. If you go to any major job site and look up entry-level programming jobs, you're probably going to see Revature listed a lot. What we want you to do, because we're excited to be here with Fairstream, if you are looking to apply to the position, we definitely want you to use the link that's on your screen. That will lead right to our application page, but it lets us know that you're from Fairstream, lets us know that you are interested in an entry-level position. And I always tell everyone that I get a chance to speak to, if there's anything I can tell you for sure about Revature, it's that we're hiring and we're continuing to grow. You know, an easy way to kind of get started off to really understand what we do, we hire and train our own software engineers. We're typically hiring individuals coming to us without professional experience. And we know there's a great amount of need or great amount of demand for new programmers and new talent in the industry. Every year in software engineering and programming jobs, there are literally thousands and thousands of jobs that go unfilled because companies can't find enough individuals that have the right skills. That's why it's such a great career field to be in. And we hire new employees, we train them, and then we help our new employees to obtain 2 years of experience working on projects with our clients. To kind of get you a better understanding of that demand, last year was a tough year working throughout COVID-19, of course, for the entire world. In a tough year, we needed to hire and train over 800 new employees, and they're now working on projects with our clients. Major corporations come to Revature, a lot of household names, because they need assistance from 20, 30, 40 of our software engineers at a time to help their internal teams to reach their goals. But we don't just hire individuals that already have familiarity with coding. Of course, we hire a lot of them, but we also are very proud to provide free training to our applicants. We actually provide free training and resources to applicants to the position to help more individuals become qualified for employment. And a great example of that is Giovanni on the screen here. He came to us, his background and his degree was in biology, no coding knowledge yet. He applied, worked hard with us throughout the application process, built up the foundation we were looking for. We hired him. He's now a professional software engineer with our clients. So we've been at this for over 15 years, and that's really what our whole company is about. If you get a chance to go to our website and see our mission statement, we're here to create pathways for our new employees to get into the tech industry. Again, most of our employees are coming to us without any experience yet, And we provide intensive training for our new employees because the better trained our staff is, the better solutions we're going to have for our clients across the country. So we've been at this for 15 years. And in that time, we have hired and trained over 7,000 new employees and helped them to jumpstart their career. Just to give you an idea of how actively we're hiring right now, our goal is to hire about 300 more new employees just over the next 4 weeks. That's for us to try to keep up with the amount of requests we're receiving from our clients here. And everything we do is because there's persistently unfilled demand. There's more positions out there for programming and software engineering than there are qualified candidates. It's why it's such a great industry to be in. It's why I commend you on coming here, joining Fairstream, and looking at these different opportunities. It is a great career field to be in. So we actually work with some of the largest companies in the country. We primarily work with Fortune 500 companies and large system integrators. These are very large, very successful companies. They're coming to us because they already have their own job postings out there. They're not finding enough talent to reach their long-term goals. So these major corporations come to us. They're looking for long-term talent. And we know that if we get our new employees to the right level of skill in programming, then our clients are going to need your help, and we're going to be able to help you obtain your first couple of years of professional experience. And that's really what the bigger goal is for Revature. We're not just hiring our employees to get them started. We hire new employees that are hungry to learn with us. We train them. We make a massive investment in our new employees, because we know that after you have a couple years of experience in this industry, sky's the limit. Our highly trained software engineers have been deployed to 4 of the 5 top banks in the country. We work with the largest US-based retailer, very large corporations that are typically looking for, again, 20, 30, or 40 of our software engineers to work side by side with their teams. And we, as a company, train in various programming languages. We train to exactly what our clients are looking for. So we always tell new employees, be open to different technologies. If we hire you, whatever we're training you in, it's because our clients are requesting those skills. And if anyone here is brand new to coding and everything on the screen is foreign to you, no worries at all. We've hired hundreds of individuals that came to us with limited or no coding knowledge. They used our resources, built up their tech foundation, and then we later hired them. So as a company, what we do is really simple. Once our clients tell us what they're looking for and how much help they need, then we hire new employees and train them to those skills. So we recruit college graduates all over the country, associate's degrees, bachelor's degrees, and higher. That degree can be in any subject matter, but if you have a college degree and you're hungry to get into the tech field, we usually have a pathway for you. Once we hire new talent, your first job is to upskill. We're hiring you. We're going to invest in you for about 10 to 12 weeks. Your first 3 months of employment at Revature is getting great at your skill sets so that you can be an effective member of our software engineering team. And then after our new employees complete their employer paid training, we are actually helping you to relocate to our clients. You're working in-house with some of the largest and most successful companies in the country. So again, we have various pathways. And what I always tell everybody is you either have that coding foundation we're already looking for, or we'll help you to learn it so that we can hire you here at Revature. So we've been at this for 15 years. We work with over 70 organizations across the country. As mentioned earlier, we are the #1 employer of emerging tech talent. And quite simply, our clients keep coming back to us every time they need more assistance. And one of the most, I would call the coolest things about working here at Revature is we're a large company. This is a full-time job. We offer regular benefits like medical, dental, vision, and paid time off. But most of our employees that start here, they end up impressing our major clients to where our own clients are offering you an even better position. A lot of individuals start here and then end up as permanent employees with our clients. So if you're interested in applying, these are the basic requirements that you need to be eligible for the application process and also for potential employment. You do need to have permanent work authorization in the United States. You do need to have a college degree that can be an associate's, bachelor's, or higher. And we ask that you're open to relocation and ready for a 24-month commitment. The relocation is because we at times work in-house with our clients. We actually help our new employees to relocate to our clients and teams, and then they're working kind of in-house side by side with that internal software engineering team. It's some of the best experience that you can attain, especially when you're new to the industry. And the 2-year commitment is our clients and us, we're more than happy to make a large initial investment in our new employees. We're able to do that. Our clients will help us with that because they're looking for long-term talent. They're looking for individuals they can count on during that period. So again, our bigger goal for our new employees, help you to know the right skills, get employed by Revature. We'll train you in specific programming languages, but we want you to go past 2 years of experience so that you're no longer looking at entry-level positions. Now, we asked for the relocation because we work with some of the largest companies in the country. They're located in metro areas of multiple states. But being open to relocation does mean that, quite simply, we have a lot more opportunities for you. Now, we still have some clients that are doing a lot of remote work. So that's also a possibility, but we just tell all of our employees be open to relocation. It's possible sometime in your employment that you will be going in-house with a client, and that could be in a different state that you're located in. I do want to leave some time for Q&A, but just to try to keep things as simple as I can. When someone applies to Revature, as long as they meet the basic eligibility requirements, then what we're trying to find out is, do you already have the coding foundation that we're looking for? Or do we need to help you to build that foundation? So for those that need it, we provide free interview preparation resources, live training sessions, self-paced training courses, various options depending on your background. And it helps anyone from either the ground up, or for those that just need to refresh their skills, or for someone in the middle there. So that's how we're able to help so many more applicants become eligible for the position. We're actually training our applicants for free to get to the skill level we need. Once you're able to interview with us, you understand some basics of object-oriented programming. If you do well in our interview process, we'll hire you. Your first 3 months of employment is all paid training. It's full-time training, about 400 to 500 hours of training remote with new employees and with our training staff. And then we use that initial training to make sure you're ready to hit the ground running when you start working with our clients on projects. And again, the bigger goal is 24 months of professional experience. We specialize in entry-level positions. We want you to be thinking past that. That's how we kind of rank our success here. How many careers did we help launch? For those that may need some pre-employment training, these are just some of the areas that we use. We use Java, which is a very popular language to teach the basics of object-oriented programming. But if anyone's out there and by chance everything on the screen is new to you, quite simply, no worries at all. You won't be the first applicant in that situation. If by chance you know these details already, we may be ready to hire you as soon as next week. Again, we are aggressively hiring, trying to have enough software engineers to be able to continue to help out our clients across the country. So the application process here is pretty straightforward. After you apply, we send you an evaluation. We'll get a good understanding of where you're starting from. That is not a pass or fail system. It's a starting point. And then we can start putting together a pathway to get you ready for employment. And of course, if you do well in our interview process, we'll be sending you a job offer with all the benefits information. And just quite simply, a couple months later, you'll be working on professional projects with our clients here. We know we have limited time, so we just wanted to give a very fast run through of what the position's all about. If you are interested in an in-demand career, you want to get into the tech field, quite simply, you are hungry to learn, we definitely want you to apply in. We have a lot of open positions at this time. And I always tell our new employees, don't just think about getting the job or just getting to a first project. Think about where your career is once you have a couple of years of professional experience. And then quite simply, you're going to be looking past entry-level positions. The industry really opens up at that time. So for anyone with coding knowledge, just to give you a general idea, because we hire a lot of career starters here for software engineering, we cover a lot of technicals in training, a lot of specific training to client projects, but we're also building your career. A lot of our new employees, this is their first software engineering position, sometimes their first corporate position overall. So on top of all the technical training, We're improving your software engineering resume. We are basically investing all of our professional resources into your career, because as our company works, we are only successful if our clients keep coming back to us every time they need help from our software engineers here at Revature. I hope that helps to give a quick overview of what we do. If there are some questions about the position, feel free to ask away. I'll be happy to answer those. And if you're interested in applying, we are definitely accepting applications and hiring. That link is for you right on the website, right on your page there.
Thank you, Chris. So we did have a couple questions that came in. First one, can you talk a little bit about our clients and the requirement for relocation? So we're getting some questions about folks wondering if they can pick their client, if they can pick a client that's close to where they are. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the relocation's required. You do need to be open and willing to go to our clients. We have clients across the contiguous United States. So once you get selected for a project and that company wants you to come help them, we want you to be ready to go. Our bigger goal is to get your skill level to where our clients are ready to select you. They'll interview you, they'll talk with you, we'll get you ready for that. But we want to make sure you're going to be a valuable member helping out their internal team. So the whole goal of everything we do is to get you experience as fast as possible. So as soon as one of our clients is ready to bring you in, you're ready to help provide the experience that you need, then we ask that you're ready to go. We follow what the industry needs, which really helps out our success rates here.
All right. Thanks, Chris. So I know you need to drop. I think we have a couple other questions that I'll start to talk about. So we had some folks asking about certifications and degree requirements. We do require a college degree. It can be an associate's degree or a four-year degree. Right now, that is a hard requirement for hiring. Also thinking about, let's see.
Just a quick note on those certifications. A lot of our new employees do obtain industry certifications as part of employment. If our clients want you to be certified in Oracle, Microsoft, Amazon Web Services, whatever it may be, if they need you to have those requirements, then we're going to help you to get those certifications as part of training. So of course, you'll be proud to have completed our employee training here, but you may also be obtaining professional certifications to add to your background.
Right. Question coming in, why do you require a college degree?
Sure. So a lot of our requirements, they're going to need to match exactly what our clients are looking for. Years and years ago, we weren't accepting associate's degrees. We have now been able to help associate's degree holders to go through our employment here and to work with our clients. We're always trying to increase or open up who we're able to hire here. But at this time, without that degree, we wouldn't be able to help you to get onto projects with our clients because we still need to meet their requirements as well.
Right.
I did see a question about projects being long-term or short-term. I just figured out where to find those questions at. As far as the projects go, our clients are looking for long-term individuals. We don't do 2-week projects, 3-week projects. We typically do projects that last more than a year. And a lot of those projects that we send our associates to, they end up impressing our clients, and then that same company could even offer you an even better position. It's all part of our great relationships with our clients. A majority of our new employees, they go to projects, they impress our clients, and somewhere in that 2-year project period, that same company is basically asking you to stay. So these companies are looking for long-term talent. They're really not looking for help for a week or two.
So speaking of our clients, there's a question here asking some of the top household names that you were alluding to. Unfortunately, we're not able to share our client list. We can talk a little bit about and describe them. So we work with 4 of the top 5 banks in the country. We work with the largest retailer in the country. So we're not trying to be vague on that. Unfortunately, we're just not able to share based on our NDAs and agreements with our clients. But you can be assured that these are large companies with plenty of opportunity, and we are working to train you specifically to what they're looking for. The reason that the model works is because the training is quality, is very high quality, and it's also not static. You're being trained up to the day, up to the month with based on industry demand.
Perfect. Kishmar, I am going to jump. Please continue to help with the Q&A. And if there's additional questions, always feel free to reach out to us. I'm sure you could leave your contact information. Thank you all, and I'll pass it on to Kishmar at this point.
Sounds good. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Let's see. Do we help
Kishmar,
with
I'm here as well to help facilitate questions. So
thanks. I have too many screens going on. I was like, oh, hold on. So I see someone asking about relocation costs and expenses. We do support our employees in helping with relocation. So we provide, it depends on how far you're moving, but we do provide support based on the distance that we're asking you to move. We also work with our employees if they would like to or if they need to financially to take out advances on their salary. So their post-training on project salary. So once you're making 45K or 55K, you can take an advance on that, and we work with you to pay that back.
awesome. We had a good question here from Jeffrey, who said, who would I talk to about something beyond entry level?
Sure, that's an excellent question. So we actually focus and specialize in entry level roles. So it may be the case that we're not the best opportunity for you. If you're in a situation where you are beyond entry level, our model and pay scale and time commitment may not be the best option for you. So we really specialize in creating pathways to those entry level careers, getting folks kind of in the door, so to speak, and really launching their career. So if you're already well established, we may not be the best option.
Let's see. Marjorie asked, when you were hired and find a company to work for, oh, you kind of already asked about that, about expenses. Are you able to see Franz's question?
Let's see.
He just said, he posted something about, when you look up Revature on Google, somebody just.
Oh, I can definitely talk about that.
That would be great. I'm sure you would like to address that instead of just leaving that to Google.
Yeah. So when I was looking funny story, when I was looking for my role at Revature, so I don't work on the tech side, I obviously work on the partnership and recruiting side. I also saw some of those, Reddit posts and YouTube videos and things of that nature. What I'll say is that we are 100% transparent about what our business model and what our expectations are and what the commitment is. If you are someone who's looking to start your career, we're a good fit for you. If you're someone who hasn't been able to find the right entry-level position, we're a good fit for you. If you're someone who wants to sort of be a bad actor and take our training and not go through the rest of our model, then that might lead to issues. That being said, we do ask for the 2-year commitment. At some point, that can be a point of contention for some folks. If, for example, they've gone through our training and they're still in our model, and they're with a client that perhaps maybe they were able to find a more lucrative offer on the job market outside of our model. That's kind of where we see sort of the challenges and points of contention around the commitment. So we're certainly not a scam. We're investing in you upfront. That's kind of the way the model works. So because there's such a demand for entry-level software talent, we're able to take that, kind of move the dollars forward, invest in you in your training. Then we ask for the time commitment on the back end. We don't ask you to pay any tuition. We don't ask you to take out a loan to go through our training. And we work specifically with these clients to place you not only for that first 2-year commitment, but also to kickstart your career long term. So typically what we see is 85% of folks who are placed with our clients are actually able to be hired by month 15. So the 2-year commitment, I know it can sound a little scary. Typically folks are hired full-time with our clients before that point. Anyone who makes it through our training, more often than not, is placed. The placement rate is 97%. There are situations where folks don't do well in the interviews, for example, and maybe wait a little bit longer to be placed. But again, 97% are able to be placed. And what we see is that it works for the vast majority of people who go through our model. So we work really hard at the front end to talk through all of the commitments, talk through all of the terms, go through the contract with you, talk to you about your specific circumstance, what you need your start date to be, what you need your timeline to be. And we really try to make sure that anyone who starts with us ultimately is able to finish with us and be successful. So that being said, there's always individuals that, we're not able to do that for 100%, but we are certainly not a scam. But our model is pretty clear. So the first step after applying is actually going to be talking to one of our technical recruiters. So if you submit that, fill out that quick form and submit your resume, you'll actually get a phone call from one of our recruiters, and then they'll go through line by line the contract with you. They'll go through all of the sort of one-on-one details with you. We really work to be 100% transparent. I can't emphasize that enough. There's no hidden catch. There's no hammer that comes down. We allow folks to start our training, and you don't need to commit until the second week. We really try to build in all of these sort of mechanisms towards the front end to make sure that everyone is clear on what they're getting themselves into.
That's great. Great explanation, Kishmar. Thanks for sharing that. Nolan had a question. He just asked, what would be the reason in choosing to hire somebody with no coding experience, but a degree over somebody who has a foundation in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or know a framework like React? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that is an excellent question. Simply put, that's what our clients require. And we're working with them to kind of move away from that mindset of requiring a college degree. We know that our training works. We've done it for over 8,000 individuals at this point, and launched these careers and placed them with these companies and our clients, I should say. And we know that it works. That being said, a number of our clients require the degree, which is why we need to require the degree. As Chris mentioned before he left, there was a point where we had to require a 4-year degree. So we're slowly starting to see the industry expectations shift. We're influencing that because we're proving that our model works. And we really hope to see that change in the future. So to be honest, it doesn't make sense to me either.
No, I appreciate the transparency there, Kishmar. And that, I mean, it makes sense, right? Like if you're helping out these employers, they're going to have requirements. And I think I like what Alicia said, that a lot of times, if you've already kind of taken some college classes, there's usually a quick way to an associate's degree or, some ways to go and get that education.
Yep. And increasingly, we're seeing, there's the opportunity for free tuition at 2-year institutions. We're actually working on a pathway to help individuals who don't have a degree. I can't talk about it too much now, but we're hoping to launch that within the next 6 months, where we won't need to require that, or we'll help you along the way to get that 2-year degree so you can come work with us. We really want to be a company that's open to anyone who has the attitude and the aptitude. We know that there are some systemic disadvantages and barriers to the tech industry, and that's what we're working to address.
Love it. Marjorie had a good question. So let's just say you did have that education requirement checked. What would the process be for someone who attended a boot camp and has a tech stack? Or would they be trained in other things or start interviewing right away? And are interviews like the typical engineering interviews? Sorry, there's a lot of questions there. The first one was,
yeah, I'm like, that's a 4-part question.
What would the process be for someone who attended a boot camp and has a tech stack? We'll start with that.
As long as they met the degree requirements, you may be eligible to interview with us right away. As Chris said, we're hiring. Our need and our pace is pretty urgent right now. If you applied today and you had the if you meet all the criteria and you were ready to pass our technical screening, we could hire you within 10 days. That being said, the interview process, like I said, once you submit that first application, you'll speak with a technical recruiter. Part of that conversation and process is the technical assessment. And that's really not pass-fail. That's just kind of seeing where you are. So if you needed a little bit more coaching and support, we provide some pre-training options at no cost. If you pass the assessment and you are ready to go, we'll move to the next step. And then we'll start talking about a start date and getting you started with training, and so on and so forth. Right now, the training is remote, so you would stay where you are for the next 10 weeks or whenever you decided to start. And then the relocation piece would come in at the end of training once we're talking about placing you with one of our clients. Did I address all of the parts of that question?
Yeah. Probably the only other thing is our interviews, like the typical engineering interviews.
Gotcha. Yeah, so the interview process is going to be a fairly standard sort of tech interview. There's going to be a technical assessment piece, but also kind of the human skills and professionalism piece. So you want to prepare for it. You want to make sure that you are ready to represent yourself in the best manner that you can. And we do provide kind of some resources to look through and give you some content that you should kind of brush up on as you get ready for the interview. So we really work hard to make sure that you're in the best position possible to succeed with us.
Great. Well, Kishmar, that leaves us with about a minute left, and I think we've tackled all the questions. Any final things you'd like to share with us about Revature?
Sure. The biggest thing I'll say is that we're really working to expand the pipeline and really provide opportunity. So please, if you have any hesitations, I'll put my email in the chat. Feel free to reach out to me directly. If you want to go ahead and apply, again, that's not a huge commitment. That's really just setting up the conversation with our tech recruiter. So you can reach out to me directly with any questions. Yeah, just really want to hopefully see some of your names and your applications come through. But we really want to emphasize that, you know, we're investing in you up front. Everything is no cost. We're just asking for the time commitment on the back end. So really a great opportunity if it's the right fit for you. I know we have the question about post entry level opportunities. We may not be the fit for some of you, and I just want to make sure that that's transparent. We're not sort of selling snake oil, or I know the scam question came up. You know, but if we are a good fit for you, I think it's an excellent opportunity to kind of get your foot in the door and get your career jump started.
Love it. Kishmar, thank you so much for being with us. We really appreciate you and Revature taking the time to share with us here at Fairstream today. So thank you.
Definitely. Thank you so much for having us, and good luck, everyone. Take care.
Thanks, Kishmar. See ya.
Bye.
All right, everyone. That concludes our info sessions for today. Really hope you enjoyed what the companies from Zions Bank, Entrada, Revature, Purple all shared with us. Please stay with us. We have just an awesome keynote with Trina from Rise Next, as well as Stephanie, who's going to be giving us her experience and what it was like for her, you know, navigating a lot of this process and how she, you know, built her skills and used that to work up to where she's at. So we hope you'll join us. That'll be starting here in just 9 minutes.